Do you know what your metrics look like right now? Like how much your website is bringing in actual leads? I didn't think so. Whether you're a software company or a local business or an agency helping out a business, I'm going to teach you right now how to look at your metrics, track your metrics, and see if you're getting the results that you actually want. Let's get into it. Amazing. So I'm an SEO consultancy, and I basically help businesses get higher rankings on Google, YouTube, and just all around digital marketing. Here is a account access checklist that I send out to every single one of my clients before we onboard. And the reason why is because I need to know that I have access to all their platforms. So there's a couple of things that are here, but the main three things are Google Search Console, Google Analytics, and Google Business Profile. So these are the three main accounts that you want connected to your website in order to look at your metrics properly and see how your website is actually doing. So these are the three main things to see if your business is doing well. I have other things in here that I won't necessarily talk about today, like Google Tag Manager, Google AdWords, or local service ads. If you're doing any ads, paid ads for your company, I mainly focus on organic results. And then Google Merchant Center if you're more in e-commerce, or also there's Shopify as well. I'm not going to be diving into e-commerce. If you would like a video like that, just comment Shopify down below and I can definitely get a video out for you on a Shopify site and looking at all your metrics for Shopify. But the Google Search Console, Google Analytics, and Google Business Profile will be the same for every single company, local, e-commerce, software company out there. So these are the main three things that you want to take a look at. There's how-to videos linked in here. So if you do want this checklist on how to set up all your metrics, just comment down below, checklist as well, and I'll send this out to you. But essentially, all you're going to be looking at is your Google Search Console, your Google Analytics, and your Google Business Profile. The three main things here is first, Google Search Console. And just so you know, all data in here is more dummy data. It is my own site. My own site is not necessarily business, it's just consultancy. So remember, these metrics are not the same that your business will be, but essentially it will be the same kind of look and feel as your backend to your analytics profiles. Amazing. So the very first thing we're going to look at is Google Search Console. So Google Search Console is a great tool in terms of looking at your overall impression. So when I log into Google Search Console, I'll basically see a couple of things. So the first thing is performance. You can go to view full report on the right-hand side, and this is a beautiful view because it basically shows you your total clicks and total impressions to your site, and you can see how they kind of go hand in hand. You can also see your average position on Google as well. So right now, my site, I have a couple of blogs on my site and I'm like 63 position. You should definitely be a lot higher if you're an actual company. And then here are all the top queries that I'm searching for. So here are all the top ones that I'm looking at, and these are all the keywords that I'm ranking for. So obviously, if you're maybe a software that's an AI video generator, I wrote a blog on this way back in the day, like best AI video generator. But if you're a software company that's maybe an actual AI video generator, you should definitely rank for a keyword like this. So you want to be ranking, or let's say you're a junk removal CRM platform, you should be ranking for junk removal CRM platform. And that's where SEO comes in handy. But this is not an SEO tutorial. This is just looking at all your metrics. The next thing over here is pages. Like, what are your top pages? For me, it's this homepage, and then it's also one of my blog posts as well. And then you can see the number of clicks you're getting and the number of impressions. So this just shows you what are the top performing pages for your site. The next is countries, like where is your overall geography for your leads. And you can see here, mine are mostly in the States, so it makes sense because I am located in the United States, but I also have some India fans. I do talk about SEO and AI. So yeah, so this talk tells you your overall demographic. And then we can look at devices. Devices is really important to see, where are they most looking. You can see mine is mostly desktop, which makes sense, but a lot of it is mobile and then barely any tablet. So if you're more of maybe a local business, like a local HVAC business, a lot of people are probably searching on their phone because their plumbing just broke. They're probably going to search for like local plumber near me, and they're going to use their mobile device for that. So just be aware of this, because when you're actually making your website, enhancing your website, you want a big emphasis on mobile or desktop, depending on where most of your leads are coming in. So again, like maybe those local businesses, you want it more mobile friendly, your site. Cool. And then that's pretty much it for this. And you can go ahead and change this. So this is the last 3 months. If I want to see the last 12 months, I can just go ahead and change the date and see if I'm overall decreasing, increasing, etc. You can see my site's overall decreasing. I'm not posting as many blog posts as I was before because I'm doing YouTube tutorials now. I like talking way more than I like writing. And it just helps me teach a bit better. So that's why you can see the overall impression. So you need to understand that for your own site. The other thing we can see here, these are all more technical things, I would say. So things like pages, we can look at Discover. So that's pretty much it for Google Search Console. That's kind of what the main things are when looking at your site here. The next, I'm going to move over to Google Analytics. Google Analytics is really nice in terms of looking more detailed at your overall site. So when I go to home, so this is what your initial dashboard is going to be like. So if I go to View Report Snapshot, this is a really, really nice tool because it's going to show me overall the site. So you can see how many active users, new users, average engagement time, which is really important. Like, are they liking your content? And then total revenue, right? So you can see all that here. The other thing I like to look at here as well is view user acquisition. So if I click here, you can see where most of your users come in through. So most of mine are direct, like going directly to my website. I also have organic video, right? Maybe they're coming in through my YouTube channel, organic search, right? From coming from keywords, referrals, or organic social. So this is really nice. So we can see where most of your users are finding you, which tells you where most of your leads are coming in through. So this is really nice to see. And again, you can adjust the last week. You can add more filters to kind of see what is going on here. So this was just on a total of 1,000 for, the week of August. So if I'm working with a client, I kind of bring up dates from when I started working with them and then beyond and see how much it's increased over time. So this is the last 28 days. So you can go ahead and change this to last week. We can see kind of the metrics that are going on there and etc. So that's the other thing that I will quickly take a look at if we go back. If we go back to the dashboard, you can also see again like what pages are performing the best. Has there been an increase of views, decrease? You can see where they're coming from. You can also see was it direct, organic video, organic search, etc. Let's look at reports. And then you can see it actually by page. So for me, my home page is the most valuable, and you can see the number of views I got, the number of active users, and views per active user. So that's a good thing to see as well. And then like your landing page, you can see it marked by all the different categories too. So I will say that looking at Google Search Console and Google Analytics isn't necessarily the best way to look at your metrics. You want to have something that's more concise because honestly, this is just not the best. It's not the most clean. What I like to use is my own software. I host this in Go High Level, and basically I just like to take a look at my dashboard. Again, this is all test data. So after you look at analytics, another good thing to look at as well is you want to go ahead and look at your Google Business Profile. So this is the third thing on the list. Take a look at, and you can see if we go to performance, we can see the overview. Again, this is just, I don't have any data on Google My Business, but to show you, take a look, you can see your business profile interactions. You can see how many people have called you, calls made from business profile, bookings, website clicks, etc. So you can go ahead and take a look at all your metrics here and see how many people have discovered you, booked calls. So this is a great way to take a look. And then you can also see, all your reviews for your site and just how well it's doing in the local search results. After that, after you take a look at Google Analytics, Google Search Console, and Google My Business, I will say that it is absolutely not the best way to take a look at everything. Honestly, it's just a lot of different sites. It's a lot of confusion. I still don't particularly know like all the things that analytics and Google Search Console has to show you. And I don't typically care because the most thing that I like to look at is how many leads I'm getting, and specifically for my clients, how many leads am I able to get them, right? We want results. We all want results. So that's the big thing that I like to take a look at. I like to use one of my own tools. So here I have a dashboard that puts everything nice and concise. So I do use Go High Level to host this for me. And basically it's my own software. I put all my clients into this software and I can show them right here what their opportunity status is, right? How many opportunities they have received, the opportunity value, and the conversion rate, right? So again, this is all test data. So conversion rate, meaning like how many people have actually turned into customers, which is great. If they're sending cold outreach, possibly for some reason, or they're sending email marketing, right? Because email marketing is a great way, especially for software clients, to get more leads. Then I can show them exactly how many people are opening, what stage they're in. Another thing is really great, their lead source, right? Total leads, total open, how many we won. Another good thing is it connects Google Analytics. You can take a look at your Google Analytics, so total visitors, total page views in the last 12 months, right? This is really great. Direct views, paid views, views from social, organic views, which is really nice. And then you can go ahead and see over time what has been your total views. Another good thing, you can connect Google Business Profile. So again, all in one, you look at everything at once. Here's Google Business, total view, search, maps, conversions, bookings, websites, calls, right? And if you're doing some ads, all right here, metrics for your ads are all in a nice and concise order. So mainly for, let's say, businesses, you want to have some sort of form on your site that they would fill out. So let's say, for instance, you're Sensible, right? You're a software company. Right here, there's a button to start a free trial, right? That's mainly how you're going to get your leads to go and dive deeper into your software, right? So you go ahead and click start a free trial and they fill out this form. So right here on Go High Level, it's so nice because when you go to sites and then forms, right, I embed this form on all my clients' websites. So forms, and you can see everyone who submitted to that form. And again, this is a great way to track leads. So if you go ahead, you can submit widget form. So if you go on my site, you'll see a widget here, and most people or most companies will have a widget as well. Let's see, I don't think Sensible has it. Oh, yep, they do. Okay, perfect. So they have a widget right here, right? You submit a form as well, and that's a great way to attract even more leads. So there's two types of things. They can either submit a form or they can submit a chat widget, and basically you can go ahead and track that. So here's the widget form, so you can see all the leads have submitted a widget form. You can go ahead and see maybe there's like you offer like a free checklist, a free lead magnet. In Sensible's case, it's a free trial. So you go ahead and say, cool, how many people have submitted a free trial? And then you'll get all their information, right? Their name, their email, etc. And then basically you can funnel them into, maybe you have an email marketing tool, right? So you can go ahead, funnels, emails, campaign. Maybe you funnel them into campaign after this. Again, looking at test data, we can go ahead and see how well a campaign did. Let's say if I send out like a YouTube video to people, I can go look at my stats and see, okay, 100% success, delivery, 27% open, click, convert it, unsubscribes maybe, but this allows you to see what was their conversion. So this is how I look at all my data for my clients. Again, this is just task data, but I will take my clients in here. I will look at how many leads have actually turned into it. So I'm ranking the site higher in Google. And when people go to Google, they'll fill out the form. And then basically I will go ahead and see, cool, this is the number of people that filled out the form since I started working them. Bam, boom, that's how much leads that they are creating. The other thing that you can look at too, and if we go back for a second, is reputation, right? A big thing for my company is I like to do reputation management. So you can see here in terms of, this is again for Google, how many reviews have we received, right? How many are they good, bad, invites, average rating? Are you a 5-star, right? And we can track the number of reviews that we have received over the last couple of months. So we can request them, we can review them. And this is really nice again, because another thing that I'm tracking is, yes, website impressions, but also how many leads I'm bringing in from the form. And then also how many reviews are we getting? Because the more reviews, the better. And that also tells us how well optimized Google business profile is. And then as well as on the left-hand side here, there's reporting. So Google Ads. So this is all, again, sample data. But if you were also doing paid advertising, organic search is more of a long-term strategy, but if you want to get some quick wins, you can go ahead and look at Google Ads too, and then see how well your ads are performing. So what are your impressions? What are your clicks? What are your actual conversions? Client, how much you've spent, right? How much your client has spent, and then your average cost per customer, and then your conversion rate. And this is really, really nice. You can look at Google Ads, you can go to Facebook ads. So the other thing that I will say, Go High Level does a beautiful job of just taking everything, condensing it, so we can really see what matters for your business. The one thing that is missing here is looking at your keyword. And we saw a little bit when we looked at Google Analytics and Google Search Console, but I love to use Ahrefs. So Ahrefs, yes, it is a little bit more of a pricier tool. It's like $126. But again, if you have an SEO consultant like myself, they will go ahead and already have this tool. At least they should. This is the best tool out there right now. And you can go ahead and see what your site is actually doing the back end. So a couple of things that I'm looking at here in Ahrefs for your site, for my client sites, I will see, okay, cool. What is their backlinks? Because another thing that we do is backlink building. And what that actually means is, okay, we want other sites who are higher authoritative to link to you to push you up even higher in the search results, right? Because there's 3 types of SEO. There's on-page SEO, which is everything you see, your website, your blog, your content marketing. There's off-page SEO, which is going to be things like backlinking, things that you don't see that are on the backlinks. That's why a lot of people come to me, they're like, my website's not ranking, what the heck's going on? I did everything I could for my website. I'm like, you have no backlinks, right? It's things you can't actually see, and only an SEO specialist will know this. That's why I'm here for you. So this is backlinks. So I will track all the backlinks. You can see I pulled an example, Shopify, who does an amazing job with their content marketing SEO, and they've had almost 200 million backlinks in the past couple of months. They're at a 95 DR. They're just really established. Again, there's a couple of ways to get backlinks. You can either consult an SEO consultant who will help you with this, help you get more backlinks, or you can kind of start reaching out to people that you know in your area who maybe have a site that you can ask, hey, can I give you a free content piece, a free guest post on your site, on your blog, just in exchange for a link, right? Or go on podcasts and get some like links to your site through that or something like that, right? Again, this will start happening naturally as you get bigger and bigger, which is nice, but you definitely need to get some sort of kickoff. So backlinks. So I will go ahead and make sure that they have an increase of backlinks. We'll take a look at this. But the other thing is as well is their keywords, right? Keywords and traffic. So how many keywords have come up in the past year or how much time I've started working with them. And you can see they do a lot more organic search than paid search. They probably did this in the beginning. But of course, as we all know, organic search is the way to go for long-term growth. So what I'll go do is click on keywords here. I will take a look and see all the keywords. I can go ahead and click on, let's see here, position, new. Perfect. And then we'll see all the new keywords that have just started ranking, right? So this is really beautiful because we can see, cool, this amount of keywords. We compare it to the previous month. That's what it's doing right now. And then we see, okay, we've had an enormous increase of traffic, which is absolutely beautiful. The other thing we can look at is top pages. You can see here on the left-hand side, I can go to top pages, and then we can see the performance of the top pages recently. So let's say I optimize one of their home pages, right, or their landing pages or one of their product pages. How many keywords are they ranking for that page? And what is their position that they're in? So we always want to track to see what their position's in and how much more their positions has changed. Have they gone from the second page of Google to the first page of Google, right? That's a beautiful way of telling your clients that your service is working, or just seeing if you're doing it for your own site, your own company, seeing what is exactly ranking for you. So this is a great way to see just total pages. And the last thing I will say is, again, backlinks. We can go ahead. I like to click on referring domains, actually. And you can see all the new referring domains. We can click new. And then you can see here 158 new domains have come in the last 30 days. So again, that's a beautiful way to show that your link building strategies are actually working and you're able to get new backlinks. Overall, though, that is what I will check out for my client sites and what you can check out for your own site. So again, just to recap, you can go ahead and see your Google Search Console, see the number of impressions that you're getting, how's your website traffic increase. You can look at your Google Analytics to just, again, it's the same thing as Google Search Console, but you can just allows you to dive deeper into things. You can check out your Google My Business profile to see how you're performing on there. I like to keep everything in one area. So I highly, highly recommend working with myself to get your services and go high level, or figuring that out for yourself and looking at your dashboard to see the number of impressions. And this really ties into your overall impressions and how they're actually converting to leads, right? Because that's the name of the game. You just want more leads. You want more business awareness to attract those desired customers. And then the last thing is looking at using a SEO tool to look at the actual keywords that you're ranking for and the backlinks that you are gaining.